Guys, it's Melanie. Today we are going to be talking about which skincare ingredients you should ideally not mix together in either your morning or your evening skincare routine. This is a question that has come up quite frequently on a lot of my skincare videos, and I thought that I would make this video as just kind of a reference point to point people back to when the questions invariably pop up on some of my older videos and even probably on some of my upcoming videos here. So I will start this out by saying that I am not an esthetician. I am not a skincare expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I do try a lot of products. My channel is definitely much more focused on skincare these days than really anything else, because I have found for me personally, skincare has been the best possible thing for me to invest in. It makes the makeup that I already have in my collection look so much better than I thought it even was possible to look. So to me, spending money on my skin is kind of a no-brainer. So I try a lot of things, and so I have a lot of experience with a wide range of skincare products and skincare lines. However, I'm not an esthetician. In this video, I'm not going to really get into a lot of the science behind why you shouldn't mix these things. If you are interested in some channels where you can get a little bit more of that science type background, I would check out Stephanie Nicole. I will link her channel down below. I would also suggest checking out a channel called Gothamista. She is also herself very knowledgeable, and my dog just walked in the room. She herself is also very knowledgeable about more of the science behind the skincare. So I will link both of those channels down below. Please go check those ladies out and subscribe to them if you are at all interested in skincare at any kind of level. You can just get a lot of great information there, and I encourage you to look at lots of people's channels for skincare recommendations. I'm coming at this from the viewpoint of someone who is in their late 30s, almost 40s, and someone who has extremely oily skin, someone who deals with enlarged pores and blackheads, and someone who also has a strong interest in anti-aging. So those are the products that I tend to gravitate towards, but your skin type may be completely different. So what I have done for today is I have gathered just some basic information to pass along for you guys, and then you can go off and do more research on your own now that you kind of know these few key things that I'm going to mention here. A lot of the information that I gathered was from this fantastic book that I have loved and have read multiple times over, and it is by Paula Bagon, the creator of Paula's Choice Skincare. It's no secret that I love Paula's Choice Skincare. I have purchased a ton of stuff from them, and I think the line is absolutely incredible. But this is their latest book, The Best Skin of Your Life Starts Here, and there is an incredible amount of information in here for those of you who have a strong interest in getting more involved in skincare. You want to know more about the ingredients. You want to know the best possible ingredients. You want to know the best possible formulations. You want to know what each specific ingredient is meant to do. They actually have a cosmetic ingredient dictionary in here, and it's so amazing to read through this, and really, like, they even tell you like good, better, best, average, poor. They give you a rating for each ingredient and tell you kind of why it's not great for your skin. Paula's Choice does a really good job of basing a lot of their own formulations on a lot of research. Now, they do obviously tend to favor their own products. You know, there's a strong bias towards the Paula's Choice skincare line. But I will say they do have great products. But there's a lot of things that Paula's Choice has not necessarily given the best ratings to that I've absolutely loved and I have found works extremely well for my skin type. So, you know, take everything with a grain of salt when you're, you know, looking at different skincare companies and what they say about their products. Do your research. Anyway, I am going to be reading this information that I have gathered. I've also looked at a bunch of blogs and like just Googled the hell out of all of this stuff. So I'm going to be reading a lot of this stuff from a piece of paper. I want to make sure that I'm getting everything right. So I'm sorry if that annoys some of you, but hopefully this just ensures that I'm giving you the correct information and haven't somehow jumbled it up in my mind. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to share with you guys is niacinamide. Niacinamide is an ingredient that I have used and relied heavily upon for the last almost year, I think, to help shrink the size of my pores. It has been the only ingredient that has actually actively reduced the size of my pores. It's amazing. I prefer the Paula's Choice 10% niacinamide booster. Some people really like the 10% niacinamide and zinc solution from The Ordinary. That product from The Ordinary made me break out like crazy, and I just chucked that so far away from my face that I think it landed like in Idaho. I hated that product, but I love the Paula's Choice. Consistency is totally different between those two products, and the Paula's Choice has helped to actually shrink the size of my pores. But the thing you want to know about niacinamide is that you never want to mix it with exfoliating acids or vitamin C. So you don't want to mix it with vitamin C, which, you know, can be L-ascorbic acid. There's different types of vitamin C, but just don't mix it with any type of vitamin C. Because basically the two like active molecules just like each other so much that they actually stick to each other like glue. And when that happens, they are not actually able to penetrate into your skin to do the things that each specific ingredient is supposed to do. So helping with hyperpigmentation for the vitamin C, and then, you know, helping to shrink the size of your pores with the niacinamide. So keep that in mind. Exfoliating acids and vitamin C both have a low pH because they need a low pH in order to work. Niacinamide actually acts out at a low pH, so it gets converted into something called niacin. And niacin actually causes certain people to get redness in their skin. So you don't want to do that. We all spend so much time covering any redness in our face up with, you know, concealers and foundations. So don't make the mistake of mixing an exfoliating acid like an AHA or a BHA with a niacinamide, because it's just going to cause your skin to get irritated. So that's the big one, and basically the key ingredient that you're looking for, the name of the ingredient is niacinamide. So if you see that in a skincare product in the ingredient list, especially like near the top of the ingredient list, which is where the highest concentration of, you know, ingredients are. So most ingredient lists will have, you know, the main ingredients near the top, and then the lower concentration of ingredients are listed towards the bottom. So if niacinamide especially is up there, don't go mixing it with a vitamin C or a glycolic acid. Alternate days, that's what I do. On Monday, for example, I use niacinamide. On Tuesday, for example, I use my vitamin C in the morning. So I just alternate days, and that works great for me. I get the benefit of both. And I don't get redness or irritation. Okay, the next is retinol. There are two things that you should never mix with retinol, and they are, once again, exfoliating acids and vitamin C. So, basically, exfoliating acids and vitamin C are meant to exfoliate and brighten the skin, just like retinol. So if you are piling all of that stuff onto your skin, if your skin has any type of sensitivity, you are just going to cause your skin to get irritated and red. Now, there are some people who can very well do say a glycolic acid and a retinol together. And if your skin can handle it, go ahead and do that. You know, there are things that I've come across that have said, yes, mix your retinol with a glycolic acid and it will, you know, help to increase the surface cell turnover. But there's also other things that I've read that it said, nope, don't do that. That's a bad idea. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say maybe don't do that. Again, you can just alternate days. Vitamin C is So vitamin C and exfoliating acids are, again, a low pH, and anything down to a 2.5 retinol just doesn't like the same kinds of working conditions that the, shoot, what did I write here? I totally screwed this up. I was looking at this too, and it made sense when I was writing it down. So vitamin C and exfoliating acid-based skincare is a low pH. Anything down to a 2.5. Water is a 7 pH. This is why I don't do science for you guys. But basically, retinol just doesn't like the same kinds of working conditions as the vitamin C and the exfoliating acids do. So your skin needs to be at its normal pH, so 4.2 to 5.5 for retinol to really be effective. I think that's what I was trying to say there. Geez Louise, sorry. I don't know why I couldn't like read that sentence. This is what I get for writing things down when I'm taking notes in the middle of the night. But essentially there's a different pH for the vitamin C and the exfoliating acids and then the retinol, and the two pHs just don't mix. They're just not going to allow those key ingredients to sink into your skin and do what they're supposed to do. So keep them separate. That's the big thing. And then the last thing that I wanted to share is, and this is not an ingredient, but it's sunshine. You should not mix the sun with glycolic acids or retinols. Here's why. Both of those they're meant for your nighttime routine for a reason. If you are using a retinol in the morning, you should stop doing that. You are sensitizing your skin to the sun. Even if you put an SPF on, you basically stand the chance of burning your skin by doing that. Just save the retinols, save the glycolic acid or any, other type of lactic acid, azelaic acid. Just save all of that for nighttime so that you're not putting these sun sensitizing ingredients on your face in the morning and then going out and wondering, why do I have a mad sunburn today? Just don't do it. You save those for the night, and also really, truly, you need a good SPF, at least an SPF of 30 to be able to wear every single day. I've shown you guys my favorite time and time again. It's the Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. This one is specifically for oily combination normal skin. Paula's Choice does make one for people who are dry. So I will link both the dry and the oily formula down below. I will also link this book down below for you guys if it's still available, because I just think that that is a great resource. Please just wear your SPF every single day. I feel like that is the most important thing, because otherwise, what are you spending all this money on skincare for? If you're not going to protect your skin, you're going to go out in the sun, you're going to cause that photo aging to continue, and you're just going to repeat that cycle of, having those age spots pop back up on your face. You're going to potentially burn your skin and, cause some hyperpigmentation. And not to mention there's that whole skin cancer issue. So protect your skin, especially if you are an active user of retinols or acids. You need to protect your skin. You're revealing younger, fresher looking skin. AHAs and retinols will work to remove these surface cells that you have. BHAs, so beta hydroxy acids, work deeper into the pores, so those exfoliate like the inside of your pores. AHAs can't go that deep into the pore to clear it out, so it just works on the surface of your skin. But either one, just protect your skin, whether you're just using a BHA or just an AHA type product. Just protect your skin no matter what. You should be doing that every single day. All right. Sorry that this was a little bit of a hot mess. I would probably say I'd re-record it, but I just know that I don't have the time for that, so we're going with it, flubs and all. This just hopefully gives you a little bit more information to go on to do your own research. I will put down in the description, I will lay out what you should and should not mix. That way you can go out on your own and you can start researching whether you want to follow by these guidelines or rules, or if you want to be a rebel and you think it's fine to mix anything you want together. Some of you might go and just mix whatever, and if it works for your skin, it works for your skin. But these are the general guidelines that I came across that I have found to be very helpful to me personally. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below in the comments. I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.